What's going on, loved ones? Sunny Daisy here. It's hot as the sun, delicate as Daisy, everything in between. Man, I want to read something for y'all, but um, I got excited because I was thinking about how I've gotten to this place to where it's where you truly trust yourself in such a way that nothing can shake that trust, and it takes a lot to get to that point, but it's just like you have this trust in yourself, and I was tripping out. It's like, because what ends up happening is like the way you end up building this trust with yourself is you go through these trials and tribulations with yourself, but it's inside and out. So it's like you going through this like learning process of learning yourself in such a way that you build this relationship with yourself. And upon building this relationship with yourself, you build this love and this trust and this bond with yourself. But in the process of that, without you even realizing it, because me personally, from my experience, I was focusing on the learning part. It's like all the things that I was just doing that I normally wouldn't do, um, I started doing, like writing scripts for shows and movies and things of that nature. Um, Having an idea about writing a book, so I started doing that. Just a bunch of things that, but it just, I didn't ask how or when, it just happened. I just started doing it, and then it ended up being done. And I was tripping out because in the process, you don't realize these things are being done. And then you look back and you be like, oh shit, like there's a whole body of work. You know what I mean? But I want to read what led me to like that beautiful understanding. I said, I was reminded that I didn't always know who I was. It would seem a part of me was missing, which was like my freedom, but not. It was more of a mental freedom. Like I wanted both my mental freedom and physical freedom. But anyway, sovereignty. Now I am sovereign, and sovereignty looks weird because it also means that I have unplugged from the program. And that's what sovereignty feels like. It feels like it's like I can see something that I don't I don't see that others can see. But I'm okay with that. Like I'm I'm focused on what I can see and what I can see only. And I respect what everybody else can see, perspective. Um and like I said, because it also means you have been unplugged for the program. That's why shit looks weird. Because when you unplug from the program, it's like, oh, this is reality. Reality is like actually what I make it. So it's like, okay, everything is happens for a reason. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening. Like that is the truth. Just like where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be, because if not, you wouldn't be there. That is the absolute truth. So when I look at things from that perspective, it is always that way. Always. Every, if you want to count in time, but to me, time does not really exist or matter. That was created by humans because it's just what we see is the sun up, the sun down. It's the flow of the pattern. That's it. And that pattern is all the time. It's all the time that pattern. If you recognize the patterns, you can remove yourself out of it. It's kind of like a glitch in the matrix. You know what I mean? Oh, you recognize there was a glitch in the pattern. Anyway, so unplugged allows me to fine tune me. The more I experience, the more I learn about me. Yet, the more I learn about me, the more I understand how the world works. The more I give to myself, the more the world gives to me. Because the ultimate expression of love is loving yourself. So, ultimately, giving yourself love is the ultimate way of respecting yourself. So, the more you love yourself, the more the world that you are in, regardless of what your perspective is, the more your world will reflect that. And I mean, literally, it's true. That's why I always say, um, where you are is exactly where you are supposed to be, because that's literally, regardless of what you think, that's a reflection of your inner world. Um, and that's that reflection of your inner world is not just a reflection of what's being seen, but it's what's being felt as well. So there's a lot of things people can see, but people don't know that you're feeling. So what's deep inside is the truth. So regardless of what's being seen, what's being felt is actually the truth. You know what I mean? So it's, again, it's the give and take. You don't see it unless you show it. You won't see it. You won't see you won't see what you can offer yourself if you don't offer these things to yourself. If you don't give yourself opportunities, you won't see this what the results will be from the opportunities. So it's what you give yourself is what you're gonna get back. That's the give and take of, but it's also within too. With you being a spirit, what you offer as a spirit, as a being, spiritual being, what you offer your body is going to offer the spirit. So you might be having a tug of war with yourself of an inner battle, and that will reflect on your outside world too. What you feel, regardless of what you show, what you feel is projected on the outside. So, but anyway, I wanted to share that because I was like all caught up in it. Love and peace, because it's always love first. Keep shining, loved ones. I love you all. Peace.